this video, I just want to showcase one of the databases I work on in my current job. This is probably the only portion of it that I can really show you. We collect personnel manning data and basically personnel readiness data for the United States Naval Aviation Enterprise. But this here just is a process that I automated. It used to be a manual process, and we have 16 databases roughly that we collect from outside customers. We have to get those back once a month and extract the tables that are important to us for compiling into our central database, which used to be a completely manual process. I mean, you literally had to click and drag or go to external data and pull these in, by linking into each separate database. I didn't build the entire database. It was there before I got there, but it worked. It was programmed by people that needed to come up with something that would work for them, but obviously it wasn't built by a programmer. You'd rip your hair out if you saw the VB code. So, but on the flip side, it's been fun. I mean, it's been an opportunity to build some pretty neat pages and forms and breathe some life into this thing. I'm not going to dig into the code too much, but I can pull it up real quick and oh yeah, I mean, there were things missing off there that you just normally would not do. I mean, option explicit, you always want that turned on. I mean, why would you want all of your variables declared as variants as opposed to a specific data type and things like that? I comment the heck out of my code. There's nothing worse than coming back to something you were working on 2 weeks ago and then thinking to yourself, where was I? What was I doing? So I find that extremely important. Amongst other things, naming conventions. It really makes it hard to read if you don't use proper naming conventions, and I try to follow the Microsoft recommended naming conventions. For strings, you want to put str in the front, variants, var, and so on. Just makes it easier to read, But I'll leave this for another video for another day. I want to get through. I really want to show what I've done here. So I've completely automated the process. I've used some neat little tricks, I guess. They're built-in functions, already. They're built-in events, but I used a mouse over event to just automatically switch the view. And if you see the flicker there, that's something I really want to knock out of there. I have a solution to that I've used in another database, so that if you move off of an icon or you're moving around on an icon, it won't keep refreshing the screen as long as your pointer stays over the control. Once you go back into the details section of the table, it'll reset the mouse pointer variable. Works pretty good. But so in this case, this is how I automated the process. If you look over here, this is a list box that will contain the names of the files that the user selects for import. There are 2 scroll bars to give them the current status. How many databases out of the databases you've chosen have been completed, or which tables have been imported, and it'll list the results down here in this box. So the user clicks import, they go and grab the files that the customer sent back to us. You can select multiple files. You click OK, and what used to probably take a lot of time happens in a matter of seconds now. I've only pulled in 2 databases here, but not only does it automate the process, it gives the user a visual indication of which databases they've already pulled in. These are the important tables that we need. It shows the total records imported, and then a final completion status. So it's really helped to speed things up. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, just leave